Grain and livestock markets closed mostly higher Thursday. This is the American Ag Network. I'm Corryn LaRue with this closing market wrap-up. Grain and oilseed futures closed higher Thursday with modest gains as outside market volatility dominated the broader tone. Ongoing attacks on energy infrastructure in the Middle East by Iran and rising inflation concerns drove sharp moves in crude oil and financial markets, while grain trade remained comparatively subdued. Corn, soybeans, and wheat all finished in positive territory despite the choppy session. Wheat futures struggled to build on the prior session's technical strength. The market appeared to have already priced in much of the developing weather risk, including forecasts for intense heat across the southern plains. Temperatures were expected to push into the 90s as far north as Nebraska, with mid-90s to near 100-degree highs in Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle. USDA data showed 55% of U.S. winter wheat remained in drought as of Tuesday, unchanged from the prior week, but well above last year's level. Wheat export data provided a mixed outlook. Weekly sales totaled 14.8 million bushels, while new crop sales were limited to 7 million. Marketing year-to-date sales reached 870.4 million bushels, running nearly 14% ahead of last year. Shipments for the week were 14.1 million bushels, slightly below the previous week, but cumulative shipments remained more than 20% higher year over year. Over in livestock, futures ended lower across the complex as weaker cash fundamentals and broader economic uncertainty weigh on the market. Strength in crude oil and continued pressure in equity markets added to the cautious tone. Pork export sales totaled 28,300 metric tons, improving slightly from the prior week, but still underwhelming. Hog slaughter was estimated at 494,000 head, up 30,000 from a year ago. Taking a look at closing numbers, May corn up 6.5 at 469 3/4. May soybeans up 6 3/4 at 1168.5. May wheat up 3 3/4 at 608. May Kansas City wheat up 1 1/4 at 627 1/4. May Minneapolis wheat up 6.5 at 643. Moving over to the livestock complex, we've got April live cattle down 212 at 233.27, March feeder cattle down 345 at 355.27, and April hogs down 170 at 92.05. Thanks for joining me for this closing market wrap-up. I'm Corryn LaRue with the American Ag Network.